specific moments throughout that really showed you the heart of this Penn State team?
Well, I think, overall, I think we wrestled well. That's a tough team, and, tough team to score points on. Nico did a nice job. He just needs to slow down. He gave himself a chance to win there. He needs to slow down when he's finishing his shot. I thought Jordan's match was huge because he went out there and was down 4 points and found a way to come back and win. But every win was big. Bo's win big. Matt's win was big. We needed bonus points from Zane and also from Nolf, and they went out and got that done. We needed bonus points from McIntosh, and he got that done.
What?
I wasn't really thinking anything specific. I was just kind of thinking, just keep wrestling. This is fun. It was pretty good environment out there, and it was cool to be out there wrestling. I don't think I really had anything like specific going through my head, like I need to score or anything like that. I just keep wrestling.
Well, you had a 4-3 match with Miles earlier this year. What adjustments did you make, if any, coming into this match?
Well, I knew that he was going to try to control.
You don't have to answer that one.
All right.
Yeah, just kidding.
I knew he was just going to try to control my left hand, so kind of just knew that he was going to do that. Had a little bit of a game plan, and that was about it. Just keep wrestling how I wrestle. I say I don't really have like a specific game plan for anybody besides just wrestle how I do.
It's awesome. I mean, we always say we have the best fans in the country, so I mean, it's a test to what they do for us. I mean, coming out here and wrestling in a place like that, I mean, you get chills when you run out, smoke's coming up and everyone's cheering. So, I mean, it's exciting, and I think our team looks forward to it every time we have a home meet.
Oh, in the third period, you were tied 4-4. You had a minute of riding time. You let them up to make it 5-4. How do you balance not being too aggressive and making a mistake versus being too passive and not going after a takedown for the win?
Well, I don't think that like how our coaches to wrestle and how we like to wrestle as a team has anything to do with being passive. So going through my head, I was just thinking like wrestle, keep doing how I do every day in the practice room and stuff. So I don't think that any of us like to keep it close or back up, do anything like that. So I mean, we just wrestle how we do every day.
You got a standing out. What did that feel like?
It felt good. I mean, he's a tough kid. I mean, obviously we've wrestled a few times now, and he got the better of me last year. So I mean, it's exciting to go out there and get a win. But I mean, there's still things we can always work on. I mean, we're supposed to be at our best in March. So I mean, just take the good, move on, and learn from the bad that happened in that match. So.
Matt, when did you know you'd get the nod for tonight?
It was kind of a process all week. Just see how I felt, and I mean, I feel great. So, and it's kind of a thing that just happened throughout the week. Is keep going live, see how it feels, and had no problem. So I got the nod.
What was it like wrestling with it? Looked like a pretty bulky knee brace. What was that like?
It's pretty normal now. I mean, I've practiced with it all week, and it's not a big deal. It's not very limiting, so just go out there and wrestle the same way I did before this happened.
Cael, how big was Jordan Conaway's match coming back from that 4-0 deficit?
Well, that was huge because those 4 points were real early, and it looked like Jordan was going to have a hard time getting off the bottom. So things weren't looking real good. And Julius is very tricky. Obviously, he's very good at what he does. But Jordan's, he's a fighter, and he's going to keep wrestling the whole time. So, and that was a big match. Obviously, if you're looking at the match by match going into the duel, that if we don't win that match, it gets a lot tougher to win the duel. So, he did a great job. I mean, all of our guys, they wrestle hard, and they move forward and they try to score points, and they do it because they love it and they want to be the best they can be. So, I was real happy with Jordan. He's always, I can't think of a time he has not gone out there and just wrestled to the best, or not maybe to the best of his ability, but he's given his best effort.
In that match and several others, it looked like your conditioning made a big difference in the match. Did you see that from the corner? Well,
we're confident in our conditioning. We think these guys are can wrestle and keep wrestling and keep scoring points, and I think that's more of an attitude that, you know, conditioning comes along with that attitude, because you got to wrestle like that in practice every day. But yeah, you know, conditioning will always be a factor for us. Yeah, I think, you know, the guys are wrestling well. I think the matches that we lost, especially 25 and 41, you know, we can make some adjustments, but you know, I was happy with their efforts. We got beat off our own shots, you know, in the closing minute of both matches, and you know, that's a credit to them, obviously, for wrestling through those positions. But you know, we have room to improve, and you know, we'll be at our best in March. And we feel like we're like that every year, and you know, this year will be no exception to that.
Brooke, do we have any more questions for Bo before we let him in the shower? Anybody? All right, good. All right, Bo. You're good.
Jordan, what's your mindset down 4-0 early?
To score the next point, just to stay composed and just keep wrestling.
What's it mean to you to come out and be able to bring the team back even after seeing how Nico sort of lost his match there at the very end?
I think it's important. I think the rest of the guys are still going to stay focused and do what they need to do. But yeah, it helps out getting those wins, obviously, at the lower weights.
Jordan, you've shown that ability before to come back from an early deficit. Does that give you confidence in a situation like that, even when you're down?
Yeah, I mean, I don't look to go out there to, you know, give up points and have to battle back, because it's harder to do that. But I think if you can do that, then you just got to keep scoring points. So, I've done it in other matches, but I think just the biggest thing is just staying composed and just looking to score points, and it can work out.
Jordan, you got the takedown at the end of the first to make it 4-3. Was that big for you just to maybe kind of reset a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I think I got ridden a little bit in the first period, and then I got out, and then I just got to my tie-up and got to my shot and finished quickly.
This is for Cael and Matt both. Obviously, the fans are incredibly supportive, but they're also smart. Is it more fun to wrestle against or in front of people that are right there with you guys with all the intricacies of the sport?
Yeah, I mean, we have, like I said, we say it every time, that we have the best fans in the country, and they know what they're doing, and they're right there supporting us throughout the whole time. So I mean, it's awesome. Rec Hall, we're here. I mean, they're always into every match, and they cheer for guys when they come back and win. And as long as you wrestle hard, they're going to be right there behind you. So it's pretty cool to have people that are knowledgeable and supportive.
Matt, Tom Ryan just said that hiring Cael was the best hire in Canadian sports. What do you say to that?
I couldn't agree anymore, but he pushes us to be our best, and I mean, he focuses on living right. I mean, and that's important to us, and I know our team is like really big on that, and just the little things that are going to set us above the rest of our competition. And at the same time, he continues to beat me in basketball every day before we wrestle. And
but definitely basketball and wrestling.
Cael, how much have you seen these two improve this year compared to last year? I mean, and Jordan throughout his whole career, it seems like each year he's progressively taken one step up compared to the year before. How do you kind of see that? For
yeah, I think you know, Jordan he's getting better using his hands, and you know, it seemed like when he was a freshman, it was all about making a comeback in the third period, right? It was all conditioning. Now he's got some great technique. He's tough on top. He's trying to turn guys on top. You know, he's always been real solid on the mat, but he's just a kid that's the same every day. You know, practice, whatever it is, you know, match, he's the same. And you know, that's I think that's pretty rare. With McCutcheon's his confidence is real high. You know, he's been wrestling real well. He's just, you know, we're glad he's able to wrestle. A couple weeks ago, we looked like, you know, he might be out for 3 years. You know, the way that he was rolling around. But so we're just glad he's back. You know, brace or no brace, and but yeah, the look in his eyes is a lot different this year. You know, he's got a lot more confidence, and you know, he's still going to get better and stronger. Both of these guys, I mean, they're continuing to improve, and I think they believe that they're going to improve, and they know that they're going to wrestle great in March.
Cael, you have several capable 65-pounders. Where are you in in that decision process as Big Tens are right around the corner?
Yeah, we're trying to figure that one out. We were going to send Shakur to the Edinburgh Open tomorrow, but he's not going to end up going. And you see Gino's right there. In the last BJC match, he lost the last second match to Bo's cousin, who's they're both I don't know what they're ranked right now, but they're both top contenders for the weight class. So yeah, that's a decision that we have to make, and it's not an easy one. We want to have our best team out there. We want to have a guy that's going to score bonus points and the guy that's going to show up and wrestle at their best. The bigger the match, and so that's what we're trying to figure out right now. But we don't have an answer for you right now.
What were your initial impressions of Snyder at heavyweight, making his first match?
He looked pretty good. Yeah, he looked pretty good. He's just a big, strong kid and real explosive and fast. He's a world champion. He won the world championships last year. Outside of maybe John Smith, his senior year, how often do you have a world champion on your college team? And he's a sophomore, so yeah, he's pretty darn good.
Cael, same question I posed to Matt a little bit earlier about the intelligence of the fans.
Yeah, I think that's one of the great things. I mean, Pennsylvania wrestling is huge at all levels, at the youth level, at the high school level, and at the collegiate level. So, the fans know what they're looking at, and they love good wrestling, and I think our guys are doing a good job, really wrestling aggressively, so they're fun to watch. I was thinking that when I was trying to get over here, stuck in traffic before the match started, and just the people are coming because of the way these guys are wrestling, I think, and they're good kids, with the exception of Matt. They're just good kids. They're humble kids. Win or lose, they're going to be the same. I mean, they want to win, but they're going to fight to win. You're not going to see our guys giving up and laying on their bellies a whole lot. I hope not, but so I think we want to make PA proud.